Well, look at that. Look at those little volume sliders go. Going up and down. Especially they go down when I talk. So that works. That's working as intended. Guys, welcome back to the fray. It was a bit of an interbellum in Zach's world. Long interbellum of maybe 2.5 months. I think this is the longest break I've had from streaming. But hey, let's go there in a moment. I'm just mostly seeing if I'm good to go. And also if I'm good to return to streaming at all. Look at me and Donkey Kong going there. That's the real Donkey Kong. That's... You know, I was gonna say that's the affordable Donkey Kong, but that game was expensive as hell. That game was fucking expensive. I don't even recall why. Oh, we just talked in sync, me and the other Zach. Unfortunately, we don't know what he's talking about, and we have no way of knowing that. We have no way of knowing what he's talking about. So, anyway, this is long enough of an intro for me. Yes, I'm going to betray my viewers that are later. In fact, I've been betraying you guys since the start. Let me lower the volume a little bit on the music. Yeah, this will do. Is it too low? So far, I'm not gonna say it, never mind. So far, knock on wood, right? So far, knock on wood. Let me see. How's anyone still around? I just go away for months and people still here. What have you been doing? We've been just lurking in the shadows, the crevices. I don't feel like this is low enough volume, so I'm gonna slide it down. I wish there was a way to pair sliders. I have 2 sliders for this shit. One is for the VOD and the other one is for the podcast. Oh. Everything seems to work. So far, again, knock on wood. Of course, I did have a few test runs. I wouldn't be me if I didn't feel apprehensive about doing something again after a while. Maybe apprehensive is not the right word, just reluctant. So what I ended up doing was being precise with the audio checks. And even then, you never know if it works in the end, so maybe that was just a little bit superfluous. I actually changed my audio setup a little bit, but it's all digital wires. You wouldn't know what's happening. I'm pulling some magical shit where my output audio is rebalanced because I moved around my boxes, but it shouldn't affect the stream. That is honestly what I call sophistication. And that's about as sophisticated as I get. Me with my fucking bare fucking tits. Look at me being a thirst trap here, man. I look like a skank. Forgot how much of a skank I was. I'm just a fucking booba streamer by another name, huh? Something I forgot. Actually, I did want to use another avatar. But with the new PNG tuber thing I've been using, the app, it just highlights the outline too much. It doesn't neatly blur it. And some of my PNG tubers just look like they have the slightest aura around them. And it doesn't look that great against a dark backdrop. Now this is me in my yard this morning, and now it's perpetually morning. I could have made a video or something, but in case you guys don't remember, moving footage costs a lot of data on my hard drive. So fuck you guys, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get moving pictures. We don't do that. We just get talking images. I remember when I used to stream and it was just a lot of, well, focus on talking. I still seem to be doing it a little bit. I was gonna really not do that so badly this time. I was just gonna chill. But once I get over the hurdle to start streaming again, I also get over the hurdle to not want to yap, so I guess I am yapping after all for now. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to make it too exciting for anyone, least of all for myself. I don't like excitement right now. I just want to chill. Hope we're in agreement about that. I felt like doing funny things and saying funny things, I would be recording this. Because that would make more sense to me. You know, really put effort in. If I'm gonna put effort in, I want it to be good. And not live and improvised and pulled out of my ass constantly. I mean, it's always improvised, I guess. But you know what I mean. I can take breaks and recharge a bit. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that this is just me hanging out and letting it hang out. And trying to get a feel for this again. Seeing if I can take it in a new direction. Because I was pretty, I'd say burned out on the streaming itself, but I was burned out on the combination of streaming and gaming. The live format specifically was a bit draining. It can be a bit tiresome. Because I don't know what to expect, you know? I don't know what to expect from it. Every time I go on, I'm like, I need to be prepared for interaction, but it may not take place. And that's fine, but I don't know what to mentally fucking prepare for. At the same time, I need to be prepared to be entertaining and funny, and I'm like, no. What if we just drop that part? I mean, funny is a big word. I was never that comedic, but I was a little, hee, you know? Well, no more. Fuck that. That's serious business only now, right? So, let's see. What does that mean? Well, you may recall, I never understood that I used to title my episodes of streams for a while, ever since late 2024, and then maybe for a couple of months after. Yeah, I don't want to do that right now. This is not an episode of anything, it's not a fucking series, it's not scripted, it's not that high effort. It's going to be, well, maybe it gets numbered. It gets numbered as trash number 324, you know, trash stream 325. Maybe in that sense it gets numbered. You can still label trash, I guess. You can still label hangout streams, let's call it that, because that's what everyone in my viewer bracket does. They just hang out. If they don't do that, then they're doing it wrong. Like I was doing. I was doing it wrong. I was not just hanging out. I was putting a fucking show on, right? No more broadcast right now. Not live. I will still do pre-record stuff. And I'll try to be a bit more showy and jazzy, snazzy, and jazzy panda about all that. Let's see, did I skip any talking points? Would have been useful to write it down. But I also had this other format that was called Feed Up and Chill streams. Feed Up and Chill. FUNC Funk. That's what I retroactively decided was abbreviated as. And those streams were always a little bit more low-key and demure. And chill, right? I did a couple of I have my eye high energy and my no fucks given stream. Sometimes it blended together a bit more. Sometimes it was hard to tell which one is which. But I labeled them one way or the other. And let's say that this is gonna be just the letter category. Just funk. Just funky feet. Wait, sorry. Feet up and chill. I'm not actually putting my feet up, by the way. For those who are here for that, we don't do that. It's a different channel, different guy. I have nothing to do with that guy. Never met him. Ian Magnus? Never heard of that before. So, no fita, no sniffa, right? It's just a figure of speech that I put my feet up as if I'm relaxing. I'm not actually even kicking back physically. Still in my gosh darn chair. Now, to summarize, gonna do chill streams. If I'm going to stream at all, we'll see how it goes. I get fucking bored of it again. I'll take a break of 3 and 4 months next time. How about that? How do you like that, huh? Yeah, that's right. You better take it all in. Mentally, not with your nose. I said no sniffer. Why do I still have that fucking emote in chat even? I actually do. I guess I wanted to give some freaks the ability to express themselves. I folded a little bit. I compromised there. I had to give them some kind of outlet. And then what else will I be doing? Well, I have a very strict list of games that I consider, what's the word? Not grumpiness inducing. Specifically, not too much. And then there are a whole lot of games that when I do them live, I will get grumpy. I'm not always the grumpy with every game I play at all, but when I do it live, yes, that changes quickly. Got a little background here too that I haven't used yet. I didn't realize before just how uncannily everything is frozen in the background here, but again, that's going to be my brand, frozen backgrounds, frozen in time, to save hard drive space. But just think of it as like the witch from Charmed that can freeze time. It's a special effect that only I move and the rest is frozen. It's kind of next level special effects shit, man. It's pretty cool. You don't see that anywhere. Let's see. What have we have? What do we have here? Yeah, this is just one of those fucking around streams, so I'm not gonna play anything too seriously. This will just probably be a one-off thing. I only played a little bit just to get a feeling for it. This is a Nintendo 64 game called Shadowgate 64. Because every game needed to have 64 in the title. Why not? Also known as Trials of the Four Towers. Guess what you do in this game? You go around a castle with 4 towers. And guess what you undergo there? That's right. Suffering. And then there are some blocky people talking to you, but thankfully, not a lot. This game is pretty empty and dreary, if I do say so myself. I'm going to quickly, now that I've had my little rant, I will quickly BRB, but it won't be more than a minute or two. Give me a second. How do I do this again? Because this was something I changed not too long before I stopped streaming for a while. And by that I mean not how to get out of my chair. That part I remember. It's something with stopping the recording. I don't know which button that was. and then restarting it. Let me see. I think it's F9. Actually, let's see how the BRB works. Is it still there? I'm so rusty on this. Yeah, there it is. And I think this is just... I think there's sound now, but I'm not sure. A sign of that my brain evolved past this era and can no longer account for 2D things. I visually can... let me see. Sorry guys, I'm a tiny shit. That's what I understood, because that's what I saw. That's a sprawling set piece. If the last thing I want is for this thing to keep playing and talk. This thing, I mean myself, to keep talking over myself. Right, says paused. Paused now. Good. There you go. So, I don't know what to expect exactly from this, but I can give you a vague recollection of what I remember, other than that, the sound. It does have sound. I didn't unmute yet. There we go. I remember empty hallways, kind of serene in a way. Some people really... Well, some people. I don't think people know it. But it got roasted a lot for being a bit too depressing, because it doesn't have a lot of NPCs. I'm glad for that, because the NPCs are fucking ugly. Like, they make the GoldenEye 64 characters seem globular. I don't know, they just look very blocky and stiff. No, it's not different too much from GoldenEye, I would say. Those gorilla proportions. Or am I just remembering gorillas because you had the DK mode in that game? I think it's that. Well, they already seemed a little blocky and gorilla-esque. But I digress. I remember putting items and using items in places you least expect it sometimes. It's a puzzle-solving thingy that probably should have been an MKB game, because what we're left with is some pretty awkward controls. We were tossed in a dungeon. You don't need to know more. You really don't need to know more. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I really don't think that anything about the character helps with understanding this better. I think everything else is explained, because what I recall is that in the opening, you're shown without much of an animation at all, that your character is kidnapped from a caravan and tossed in a dungeon. I have no fucking idea. Maybe there's some ritual sacrifice. I really wouldn't know. I don't think I've ever revisited as to why you actually end up in a dungeon. It's just one of those Skyrim things. That's the crime. That's the crime. What are you guilty of Skyrim? I did say it was going to be relaxing. They said it was going to be a chill time, which means I'm probably going to get up a lot and not game a lot. Because I don't consider that chill. I find it very, very strenuous work. Demanding. God. I really, really hope I'm just going to be chill and not grumpy. If I can achieve that, unlike the last 10 streams that I attempted before I stopped and decided, you know what, fuck it, then I think this would be a successful comeback, even if it's a one-time thing. I don't know yet. Dust in a dungeon. We have to get out. And how do we get out? By walking with C buttons. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Inverted aim. Yeah, I'm not doing that. What are you doing? Stop doing that. It is very not bright, is it? It brightens up when you set it, and then it suddenly reverts. Which makes me think the setting does nothing, and sort of glitched or something. So there's another block. Sorry, yeah, it's Minecraft Steve over there. Oh, fuck. All this time I just want to walk with my left control stick, but you have to be able to aim. So the left control stick is used for that, because there's famously no two control sticks on a Nintendo 64 controller. Let me see if I can turn up the volume slightly of this game. There's no music, by the way, it's just some droplets. So maybe it is normal that it's low volume. Or it would be like listening to Chinese water torture. Dire Straits. They look terribly uncomfortable. I've been in these, huh? They seem pretty far apart, yeah. That must have been uncomfortable. Well. What a way of moving around. And I had no issue with this. I don't recall having issues with this. I just ate this shit. I was fat shit, I ate it. Terrifying. There's some horror to this. The way the characters look. Yes, disturbing. A guard magician? Wow. He made all his facial depth disappear. My name is Dell. I didn't get to pick that. I was beset by thieves, apparently. Yeah, this is not a dialogue option sort of game. Or choose your own adventure. I would be asking too much. We already got these splendid graphics. Oh, right. See, like I said, the less characters you meet, the better. I'm not gonna do voices. That was not a resolution. I'm not gonna fucking read every line of dialogue. I don't find it chill. The torture shall start tomorrow. I don't know why they waste time on you. I don't know either, actually. Very odd. You're within a castle. Castle Shadowgate. There you go. They set a title, we can stop the game now. Legendary Center of Magic for all of Kaltor, and I cannot say it feels like that. It's hardly the Disneyland castle. There you go. It's nothing. Alright, it's nothing but a haunt for thieves and treasure seekers. Magic items made by the Sorcerer Lackmere are said to be hidden here. They can be found in the Four Towers. The titular Four Towers. Sealed by magic. He hurt some thieves. Alright, so the thieves threw me in here? So the thieves run this castle, I guess? I see that the coffee... I see that all the bots are working hard. As they were before. I'm glad for that. They will come for you tomorrow, probably. Or do you think they're gonna torture him before me? In which case, why is he more important than me, huh? No use trying to think about escaping. It's just the whole game. It's just this cell waiting for your death. They took my spell books from me weeks ago. Wouldn't it be fun if you could actually cast spells to do anything like that in this game, huh? The sewer apostrophe S. The sewer's below you. How convenient that that is mentioned twice now. Right? Is this luck? Can we have some food? The meat of some kind of beast. Yes, let's listen to that sound effect. I remember it to be gross. Gagged. Well. There's something that made you gag in this game, right? Can we use it to pick a lock or something? It might come in handy, or then again it might not. You could just stay here for the rest of the game, that's it. I wonder if you could just sleep and just die. No, you can move the straw aside. You cannot just go to sleep on it. Not the fatal flaw in the dungeon design. You can just open it without the bone. No. Alright. Time to find out how the fuck you even use an item. So how do we use save states here? By the way, don't get too attached to this game. I'm just having a look around. I just want to get out of this place, and I feel like we already did a thing then. I would love to find out... No. How to use items. There we go. How do you equip it? Yeah, there's no further use for the bone. Oh god. No, no, no. Oh, you can keep it. Is there a way to equip it? It can't be used here. Get used to that message, I guess. Let's go. I really hope there's not gonna be any test of my acrobatics, because the controls suck. It's sewers, they're smelly. That's how I summarize what just happened and was said. It's also quite blurry, because it needs to fit on a cartridge. Barely, I'd say, any fucking space on it. Oh no. Terrifying. That could have been me. Proceeding any further might be dangerous. No, 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 no. But he is not in the deep section. Maybe it was just tossed there. I'm pretty sure you could just walk on and drown, because obviously this is the most useless tiny piece of shit hero ever. I think he's some kind of halfling. Isn't that what was said? So he doesn't have a proper size. Not even that. How the fuck did they think this was a good idea? over these with C buttons. This should have been a 2D game. Could have been a 2D game. New area. And I think it's a dead end. I find it kind of interesting if it is. Is it though? This looks like a climbable thing. What if I want a dead end? There was another exit, wasn't there? Oh yeah, he drowns. He can't swim. He can't stand in that little shallow body of water. So that's fun. I have a feeling there was a feeling or a vague memory of there's something being here behind the grate, but that could be completely wrong. No. That was totally not wrong. Admittedly, I revisited this game in 2008. So quite recently, right? Compared to when it came out in 2000. Oh, that was it? Wait. And God forbid you miss an item like that, you know? You never know. Don't tell me this is like a jumping thing. I haven't found a jump button. Did we just get rid of the bone? And I wasn't looking? Oh, it's a map. This is a map screen. I like how the walls align there. With these gaps between them. That makes me feel like it's just a haunted house on a fair somewhere. Okay, so the other room was a different one. Oh, I found a cheat. Instead of using the C stick, I've also mapped upper C, which is forward, to a separate button. More luck than wisdom. But that button is actually kind of more intuitive for me. Climbable if you get a handhold. But like if I use a bar on it. Likely not, is it? You know, you could also get over it if you weren't just a fucking little runt ass, motherfucking useless halfling. This is already the second time his height is blocking him, which goes to show how inferior short people are, if you ask me. Crawling through sewers like little rats. That's what they should be doing. Sorry about that. I'm just relaxing, so I'm not gonna strain myself to be nice. That takes effort. You can ill afford to spare. I just feel like if I go here, it will instantly drown him. Look, this is deeper than the stupid sewers. And like in the other occasion, they show you the skeletons of people that did not drown there. Couldn't have possibly... Is that a fossil? Couldn't have possibly drowned there. Oh, it could have. Could have been a flood. Oh, could have been tides. If we were being creative. I just don't buy it. Are you guys invested? Am I invested? Just about enough to keep going for a little while. I am aware. That's why I pressed the item. Look, guys. You can use the bar to like hold on to. No, that's not how it works. I can use a bone adder. Alright, well, that's how it ends then, huh? I don't recall this game to be anything like Atlantis 2, which I may also start up at some point for one of these fucking around streams. You know, it shouldn't even be feed up and chill. It should be fuck around and chill. Fank stream. Fuck up and chill. You know, I like that better. F up and chill. I vote for that. I know you're gonna drown here. What is this bullshit? We cannot go here. We cannot go there. This man cannot swim. You can tell. Wait, what if it's shallow? That's actually hard to say, isn't it? Alright, I made a save state. We're just gonna try. You plunge into the reeking waters. It's so deep. I could see the bottom though. Stuck in only water. Only fence. Only water.com. Death quickly follows. Well, that's at least merciful. So try again, because you made the mistake of not finding the pixels that you need to get over that wall from before. And also to underestimate the uselessness, or overestimate the usefulness of the halfling. I keep saying that with so much confidence. For some reason, I'm still inverting it, despite the fact it's not inverted. And I can now definitely confirm the brightness doesn't live up to its expectations, like actually brightening up the screen. So, is there a crate we can pry open with our bar? Is there something on the skeleton in the water? Let's see if we can answer all these questions and more in 3 months. No, I'm not leaving yet. I just don't believe. I can't believe it. You get stuck here on the first, well, on the second challenge, right? You could have drowned twice already. I'm pretty sure that first time you play this, you have. I will have done that. Instead of just once. They try to escape, and then they just lie down here. They lay down here. What did he do, managing to drown here? Okay, so there are crates here. Let's pry it open. No. I still don't know how you equip something, because that might be the key to all this. Still trying. Trying every button. Well, that might be something I need to look up. And I will. Oh, there are plenty of items that are not necessary to the game's storyline. Is the bar one of them? It is, actually, not one of them. Equip button. How do you equip things? Is there a menu online? Jesus. Some of these NPCs really... It makes you wish there were less NPCs, even less than there are. There's a manual, transliteration, or whatever you call it, typed out. Yeah, I just found in the manual he is a halfling, so I can confirm that. How do you like damn apples? How do you like damn half-sized fucking apples? Told you it was a little loser. I bullied the shit out of him, made him wish he was drowned in those sewers. I said I wouldn't get grumpy! I said I wouldn't get grumpy. I was gonna break the curse. If you've never played the original Shadowgate, you're in for an entertaining experience. But if you did, it's just a fucking bore. It's a puzzle-packed fantasy adventure that you... puzzle-packed fantasy adventure that you explore in a first-person perspective. You are Del Cottonwood, a carefree half-wit caught up in a monumental battle between good and evil. Or just in a fucking sewer pipe. Your goal is to escape from Castle Shadowgate, but first you have to pass through 4 treacherous towers and survive the horrible secret. There was a hyphen there. Continue on the next line. The horrible secret. Inside the Chamber of Holding. And look at ugly characters. One wrong move and lapse in judgment and you'll pay the ultimate price. Yeah, because this thing is frail as fuck. Only your wit and cunning and shitty controls can destroy the ancient evil that once again threatens the land of Cal Torlin. Couldn't it have threatened the land of Cal Torlin from a more exotic, sprawling location that is less depressing? I wonder. Controller configuration, page 8. Let's go. There's some random things that look like they shouldn't be in the text. There's something like MMJK and Courageous Knights. Were no match. Don't know what that character's called. An accent aigu. A. Pound symbol. A. Asterisk. Asterisk, yeah. NST. MTM, List Black Magic, and... Oh god. This doesn't look like it was in a manual. Here. Rai Rutifer. I'm not making that up. It says so here. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, there's actually a story. I thought that was enough story. Guys, you can join the Circle, the official online society of Shadowgate. That is so online. That is so online of them. This is not even like from a current page. It's straight up from archive.org. Thing you know it's ancient. Learn more about future Shadowgate games. I doubt there are any. This killed the franchise. Like Donkey Kong 64 killed Donkey Kong for a while. And also collectathons. I mean, if that game could kill collectathon genre, then this could. And I'm just going by a YouTube video title. I will admit that I don't know if the game did that specifically. But let's go by that narrative. If that game, Donkey Kong, could kill Donkey Kong for so long as it has, before DK's Donkey Kong Country Returns came out, then this game definitely killed Shadowgate permanently. It drowned it in the sewers. We should read the story, guys. We love lore here, don't we? We also love not playing the game that I set out to play. And by we, I mean the person that has to do it. So you better get along for the ride. I thought the guy was Lakmir. It says 100 years have passed since Lacanifs. Footsteps echoed through Shadowgate's darkened halls, the once proud edifice now reduced to crumbled ruins by years of neglect. Treasure hunters plunder the recesses deep within the keep's chambers. They're certainly not doing it while you're watching, because, like I said, it looks pretty abandoned. While thieves and raiding parties prey on the unsuspecting caravans crossing the nearby hills. I guess that's what happened here, huh? Long ago, powerful sorcerers, mighty warriors, and mythical beasts walked the land in the kingdom of Kelturn in a fierce battle raged between the noble King Aronda and the ancient evil dark sorcerer known as the Warlock. Lord Tempered Steel, MMJK, and courageous knights were no match against to list black magic and party soon the kingdom. Cool story. Cool story, bro. Yes, it switched to droid language. This is like fantasy in the age of sci-fi. Well, you know what? TLDR. That's their way of saying TLDR. It's on this day that Shadowgate's dungeon greets a new resident, a young halfling named Del Cottonwood. You know what Del means in Dutch? It means skank! The sole survivor of a caravan raid. Escape and death are the only options in the damp cells beneath the castle. Armed with his wits, well, Del is determined to find freedom. Certainly he's not armed with his height. Wait. This definitely does not line up. Okay, so now we go back to the past. We have another flashback. We were in the present for a bit. Now we get knocked out again. Teetered on the brink of annihilation. In the kingdom, I don't know which one, which part is refers to, but it's clearly, again, the past. In desperation, the king summoned the master wizard Lakmir to thwart the Warlock Lord's plans of destruction. The wizard guided a young warrior, Jane, to his birthright. What? Is that a word? Jane. Plain Jane? What's Jane? That's not a word. What do you mean? No. What? It's that's not a word. The legendary Staff of Ages with its power in hand. Jer vanquished the Warlock Lord. Now it's Jer? How do you fuck up typing over something so much? Banishing within the magical castle of Shadowgate. Oh, that doesn't sound like a good idea. Because that's where we are. Now we have to deal with this. Jer was, in recognition of his valor, Jer was first named Lord of the Westland. Eventually King of Ulfkart. I really hope this is in a book in the game. Eventually the king of all of Kaltorlan. The timeless wizard Lakmir took up residence within the castle. And he's still there. Sentinel against the escape of the imprisoned evil. So here we go. View item. Okay, so there's nothing about equipment. So I'm guessing you cannot equip it. That's the answer. Guess I'm gonna go for a piss. Well, that was deep. We learned a lot today. BRB, quickly. I did say it was a chill stream. Chill and piss stream. A fuck up and chill stream. I have to remember that one. Goodness, that was almost another hiatus. but I like to take my time. I had to respond to someone. Their cat is watching, or has been watching, or was watching. Hello, Mushu. Shout out to Mushu. People talk to me in DMs. I think that just proves how shitty Twitch chat is. If people are not like hardcore Twitch users, they just avoid it and they'd rather send me DMs than that they would actually chat on Twitch. That is funny. I'm not reading them, by the way, unless I'm having a break. But sure, you can go ahead and do it. You can try that. It's one way to do it. I think it's valid. So we have learned nothing. Other than that, I don't think you can equip this. I think the equip thing is for like rings and shit. And makes you probably see ghosts. Yeah. Famously, not glasses, rings. Make you see shit. It cannot be used there. I will be the judge of that. I wish I was the judge of that. I wouldn't really... Yeah, go through. See? The one time his small frame would have been useful. I can see that. No, 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 no. No, no, no. We don't. It can't be used there. Well, that's a tincture. We need a tincture. Come on, I can see it. I can see you. So mysterious. What's back there? It's so dark. What marvelous areas hide in that darkness? You don't know. It really speaks to the imagination, doesn't it? I'm glad that Saribot is still on the ball here. No matter how long I've been away, good old Saribot. That's at least one friend that never stopped being loyal to me. Look. Alright, let's look for some pixels that we may have overlooked. Although it's probably more of a technical issue. I think it's just that I didn't aim at the precise part of the wall where I need to use the bar. It must be that. This is a handhold. Okay, shut up. Shut up. I don't want to get stuck here. But then again, I did want to just check out this game, and I guess check it out we did. I could look it up, but I feel like that is not the real experience. As imagine... Wait a second. I did not actually notice there was another exit. And now you get a little warning. Yeah, this is another dead end, I guess. Can you see the bottom? Okay, so it is actually deep. You can't understand the ghost. So we don't need a ring to see ghosts. Never mind, we're just gifted like that. Did I just... It feels like that's another guy that just drowned there and then ended up there as a warning. His own ghost put his corpse there. Oh. Pixels. Look at that pixel blur. Imagine this is even worse to spot on a Nintendo 64, because this cranks up the resolution quite a bit, right? I will take this noble parchment that people left for no reason in the sewers. So this dumb shit can't swim, but you're telling me he just will walk straight ahead. Of course, again, useless. So he's not just short, he's also thick in the wrong places because can't fucking fit through the... Right. So we've been here too. This is the other side of the lake. Makes you wonder why this part exists. At least we did find new pixels, and I did not expect that. I really thought we had seen it all. I just kind of want to make it out of the sewers. Meet the wizard, because you know we're gonna meet the wizard. Spoiler, we're gonna meet the wizard. Is that really a spoiler? And then maybe I'll play something else for a bit. I do think this is a funny game to just fuck around in. And fuck up in. Is that what this looks like to you? I can barely tell this is what it is. The room is square. The lake is square, right? Now let me see. I'm starting... Okay. I see. Sort of. There is a compass, actually. Or a compass. And we're facing sort of upwards. So we came from that little dark bar on the right. Right. But then what is it with that wall? Is the wall red herring? Are we just supposed to try and make it across the lake somehow? Build a raft. Build a raft? Out of what? Out of what even, right? Fun-filled. Adventure. It's adventure time. I'm not in the mood for that. What's with the crates? Why are they here? It's waterlogged, so why can't we break it? Break it open with the note. I always hate that it cannot be used here thing. Obviously it could be used for something, just not in a way that they want me to. You can always use it to bash your skull in. But they mean to say this item cannot interact with that item and yada yada. So what do you mean? Where is this on the map? It actually looks like a dead end here. Yes. I need to stop pressing this button. I refuse to accept that. Use the bone. Use the bone. Okay, so what I tried differently is that I looked upward more, and I figured maybe that helps. But this is truly, well and truly a fucked up thing. We cannot get past that, okay. Well, guess I'll die. Or we just look around a little bit better in the water. For more pixels, because now we know some pixels are really kind of small. As they always are in these games. Nothing quite beats looking for the skull pieces in Atlantis 2. Oop. Oh, that was pretty close to the edge we got. More drowning. I don't think we can jump, right? If only. If only this fucker could jump, but not even that. He can drown, though. Right. I know I figured this out. Probably. I actually don't know. Sometimes I think I figured things out as a kid, but I cheated the fuck out of it with strategy guides. In this case, probably... maybe the internet was around already. 56k modem shit. I mean, the internet was around. You could join the cult of Shadowgate. You could join the online cult. Just in case you were hankering. You had a hankering for more. Sewerage. You wanted more fucking shit. Okay, so I'm gonna assume there's something blatant we're overlooking. Or something not blatant, rather. Just something we're overlooking. And it could be something really basic. It could just be, oh, you're using the bar wrong. You don't use the bar in the exact correct location. Like I said, for instance, am I aiming this right, or is it just really not usable here? It took me half an hour to find a piece of paper, so... Alright. I love getting stuck and having to look things up. That's my favorite. Oh. No, they didn't. That makes less sense than what I was thinking of. Doesn't it? That actually makes less sense than what I was thinking of. Fuck you and fuck you. That stupid fucking wall. I was looking for something small. I was thinking on the wrong scale. Now we got rock penis. How does this float? Can we take a second to appreciate how this solid item is floating? Or is it stuck? Because it's supposed to be stuck, but it looks like it's floating. Like subtly moving. Look. It's not a log. Is it just the water that is moving and not the log? I guess it's the water. That's me. That's me right now, after not streaming for several months. Let's read the journal. Fresh content unlocked. You decided that you would take this. I did, actually. Thank you for confirming that I decided that. Unforgettable, this adventure. Okay, so do we have more of a map here? I mean, the map does show you that you have to go in this direction somehow. And then there's a door. But is that a door in somewhere I can go? What's that? Oh, that's not an item. It's not like a cube that we can collect. Or the cube collection. I see. Well, I think we're out of the woods, so to speak. Let's read the parchment. Okay, so this is how we switch between items and book. Book. This is now book. It's my favorite book, actually. Map is not book. This is book. Journal book. Map, not book. I am amazed at what I think we found, buried in the ground and unearthed after all this time. He said we should sell it to the sorcerer. That we'd be rich. I have a bad feeling about this. What is this fucking Star Wars? So what have we found? Actually, what have we found? Is there any hint? It's just ominous. I hear a draft. It's almost as if someone were looking for something. Can't be used here. Sorry, can I just pry it away? Pry it open. This looks like something I'd make in my Sims 4 file. Especially when I like to make little underground crawl spaces and dungeons. Alright, so we're still stuck. Not out of the woods. But here we have a handle. So maybe it works here. No. No, we have a handle. Come on. That's not how it works. You can pry with the handle. Alright. That other fucker at least had the luxury of... Oh. Of having a key, mostly. I do seem to overlook the bigger things. It's right next to where we use it. You can hear a draft here, by the way. That did somewhat give it away, but I'm impressed if that is actually a hint. I feel like it can be used here. Yes, we can. Oh my fucking... Okay, we're gonna do... Gonna be Here's Johnny about this. Oh. Oh. Oh man, that's foul. That is foul. Don't you guys think that every time it clicks for me, I'm pissed. I'm a little pissed. I'm a little pissed. I feel really fucking stupid at the same time as that I'm pissed with the game for stumping me in the first place. I don't know how else to describe it, that I'm a little pissed. Not grumpy, pissed. It's different. It's different. Don't put this on me. I'm not grumpy. You're grumpy. Sounded like he was nibbling on cheese. Wow, they really expect me to remember clues from 3 rooms ago or something. Wow. Well, Consider this like a very good taste of how long it would take me to get through the whole game and extrapolate. And instead, we cannot climb, we cannot swim, but we can jump up this hole using the force. Wanna bet? Yes, it can be used here. Something can be used here for sure. And then what? Because that's still a hole in the ceiling. Okay, we're using the force now. Going up the hole. Wanna bet? Maybe it's like a vacuum cleaner? So he can climb up a vertical shaft now. We know that. Straight up vertical shaft. Or jump up, but he cannot climb a wall. That was barely twice his height. One of the towers. Already? Is this castle of anything but towers? I don't want to fucking know what the actual trials look like anymore because I have my fix and my share, my fill. I could play this for longer. I don't want to dwell too long on a gray washed, blocky, blurry game. What's that? What's in here? Let's see if there's any more items. Nothing significant remaining. Well, it's been plundered for a while, hasn't it? All things considered, it's impressive we got this many items. From just the sewers. In a castle that's been... famously? This would have made more sense down in the dungeon under. But yeah, it's been famously plundered, yet we found a lot of items. Checkmate. Checkmate, Shadowgate. Keep thinking those are surveillance camps. So the map is just for the whole castle. This is the basement of the Disciples Tower. I see. Cool shit. Random doors being locked. Shadowgate not trying to lock you in. Impossible. That stupid lantern looks like CCTV. So this is the room where we found the cord. That's the most distinct feature about that. Wait, what? Oh, really? That's a fun detail. Come on. I heard a mouse. Let me just break open his fucking home. Have we used the iron bar for anything already? We should be using the pickaxe in every fucking door from now on. That shouldn't just be an item for climbing. Kind of spooky. What is this? Is that my character? I know I'm small, but I don't sound that small, am I? It's not exactly a pixie! I will take that and probably set off some curse. And it stopped doing that. I'm not happy with that wooden horse making sounds. And not stopping. The slipper is stuck to the table. It's magnetized. Okay, this is... I don't like this room anymore. So there was a child here. There is still a child here. It's holding on to that slipper. It's one hand on the slipper, the other one is on the horse. Can't see that fucking freak, but it was a fucking long-armed, freaky-ass child that dwelled in this room and then died of long-arm disease. It died of lanky congitis. Nothing suspicious. It's now suspicious. I decided. Very quirky word. Okay, I don't enjoy this room. I wish it didn't exist. At least there's a lot of different text. There's a lot of flavor text, like Baden Kaido's levels of amount of things to explore. Kind of want to play Baden Kaido's again. You guys like that, right? I'm gonna bring back JRPGs. Guys, I'll talk about it in a moment. Do I have to? I mean, there's nothing much to say about it. I'm just gonna bring back JRPGs and other games. I'm just gonna play whatever I fuck I want. Mostly, if it's live, chill games. Where stairs it was this here all along. Was this always unlocked? Oh wait, this was the one that was locked, but only one door away. Because they couldn't just lock this door instead, huh? Oh yeah, live games. Could be Secret of Mana. Might make a return. Very likely, if I continue to stream. New section unlocked. Do. Splendid. Yeah, that's one way to call it. What? Was it a cat? Black cat just dropped from the ceiling. The cat became a wizard. A scowling wizard. The traveler arrives. The traveler Del Cottonwood, to be exact. Okay, you don't need to impress me with that mind-reading powers, Master Jedi. How do I know your name? My name is Lakmir. I'm a sorcerer. Is that the explanation? I'm a sorcerer. I just know shit. Yeah, that was the explanation. All I know is my name. This tower is where I trained my disciples. You're not here for training, eh? Which path will you follow? I will follow the path of least resistance. Oh, the white path is easy but leads to death. Narrow is hard but leads to life. I will follow a path of closing the emulator. Power of Lagomir. Is the white path. What is the white path? Just like walking out of the castle? Will you be there? Alright, Obi-Wan. Get lost. I don't see the white path. This looks like a white path. I'd be very happy to take the white path and walk out of here. Oh, another figurine. Yes, now we can have them make out. The pixie and do creepy shit with the figurines. Dragon rune. No. What is that? Another force. Lots of force in this game. I have a bad feeling about this, I guess. Special way to open a door. I guess we'll be revisiting this at some point. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. It didn't piss me off that much. Just my own stupidity, or maybe not even that. Just trying to get into the logic of the game. But I'm also not saying we will revisit it. It's more like, you know, not out of the question. I really want to find that cat, though. Okay, can we go upstairs now without a jump scare of something appearing and giggling and... So he trained his disciples here. We got a whole ass library here with 1 million books. Are we gonna read the books? Exciting contents. We took it. I will take them, but I'm not sure if I'll read them. Let's take the blank book. One cannot have enough wordless books. Says that's a sassy comment. So he cannot swim. He can fly. Apparently. He cannot climb properly. And he doesn't like reading. So he's probably dumb as fuck. I wonder how many views I'm repelling just because the graphics are so dreary. Maybe that's just me. I think that the more colorful the graphics, the more likely I get views. But let's face it, nobody looks at the stream. Who has time for that? I don't. More blank books. He is going to be quite buff from carrying shit. That's, I guess, one of the tropes. In these games, you end up carrying a lot. You can always use an extra pound to lug around. There you go. Dell is the queen of witticisms. So maybe I was a bit quick to call him a half-wit, right? Hold on, I probably should mute myself. Blowy wet nose. Do 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 do. Is someone's cat still watching? I'm just checking now. Checking my DMs, because that's how people talk to me, like I said. Do do do. Do 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 do. No, I didn't get anything from the cat. The cat didn't DM me. I'm just wondering how I'm gonna organize this content after I'm done. Because it's not really a very high effort. But does that matter? I don't know. Never seen so many book textures in one place. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should upload this like as a separate episode almost, like a part 1 of this series, or I should just dump the whole stream and call it a day. I may just archive it for myself. Makes my head spin. On this side it makes my head spin. Let's read the books, because most of them were blank anyway. Oh, what did it say about this? Does it say anything about this? Is there any description? Cannot be used here. Reading, we're done, right? I like that the actually slams his fist into everything that's a wooden surface. I don't know exactly what he's doing there with the chair. Maybe humping it? It wasn't moving, but we already know that his physical impact on the world is very minimal. Oh, look at that. Let's have a look outside. Let's see what's there. Oh my, his head is small. More cheerful scenery. You yearn to leave this dead tower, but you were too big for the window. Yes, it would be really fun to go to the graveyard. An ancient book that we overlooked almost. But it is too frail. Okay, so well, that was not much. You wonder at the vendor who carved his initials in this ancient desk. Who did that? Another fucking ghost? Two doors. 3 doors even. Do they all lead to the same shit? Find out next time. Wrong button. Actually, no, that's fine. Let's save. And then I'll read the book without saving that I read it, because the game wouldn't know. It really is blank. I assume it's written with invisible or magic ink or some shit. Yep. That's a lot of pages for safe. Hey, this book looks blank too when you open the... Alright, here we go. And who is wiser, the man or the dragon? Men fear, dragons do not. As wise as the serpent, dragons discern. Discern if the rider is afraid. I tell you this, no coward has ever ridden one. Dragons respect only the brave. But what's wrong with being afraid? That's the only time a man can be brave, in the words of some. It is unwise to mock a great dragon, and to use them in an unworthy way is folly. 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 Right, dragon. This is just some ancient fairy fanfic, isn't it? It cannot be controlled. Thoughts are deeper than our thoughts. My mind to your mind. Alright, maybe that's not worth carrying around, but I guess that once you picked it up, it's stuck. Sticks with you. Well, you know what? Del can use the workout. Can't even move a chair or open doors. The final battle. Let me summarize each page. Our greatest foe has been vanquished, but his minions still survive. Brave young Jer. That was the king. The hero, the king. From the story from the archive.org. As foretold in archive. You know what? Archive.org feels more legendary than these books. It's more like rummaging through an ancient library, especially with those weird, glitchy characters in there. Like it's been scrambled by a magic spell, been sealed away. But what caused it the triumph? Exhausted against after his final confrontation against the Warlock Lords, I hate that word, most powerful creation, the Behemoth. Young Jer must take the mantle of hero and lead this ragtag group of gypsies, defenders, against the deadliest of the Warlock Lord's remaining army. Alright, so there was a big battle. And the army remains. The warlock's defeated. The warlord has been defeated. With the help of the wizard like me, a young Jer awaits the final battle with the staff of ages at his side. The land of Kaltorlin moans. Wait, there's another final battle? The land of Kaltorlin moans and cries out against the bloodshed that it has seen. Soon it shall see victory, and the land shall once again know peace. Staff of Ages, Jer, legendary hero. So that's gonna be us next, I suppose, with our, athletic skills, imposing frame. I wanted to really smash that here. That statue. This door is death. Oh. Well, that's fun. It's another room like the previous one. I'm thrilled. Well, I know there's more to explore here. I'm bored of this. I just want to see something else before I leave this place. Oh, there's his family. Can we use this? I didn't expect these to... Maybe it will do nothing. I mean, this is a man with... It could have been his family that you put here. So these are... Oh my god, they love their red herrings in this game, huh? Different order? Maybe the elf is between pixie and man. Like this was an evolutionary line. Really? Was that not even like an optional thing? I felt so smart. Also, why do I hear sewer music? Because this area is shitty? Let's see what's in the diary. I just want to have some satisfaction. The House of Dreslin. Oh, I see. This is fucking Hogwarts. I get it now. This is the real Hogwarts Legacy. Without the controversy. Neatly organized. It's just something depressing about everything being so abandoned, huh? I just don't like that there's sewer music in the bedroom, but maybe that's fitting for some. I guess this is another bedroom. I was gonna stop playing half an hour ago, wasn't I? More blank pages. What witty comment about it? No, just the same. Extra pound. Extra pund. Yes, let's take the flute and play it everywhere. Since he's like half an elf or what? Half an elf? Half an elf? He's half of an elf. He must know how to play the flute. Flute, Jesus Christ, I stopped knowing how to speak already. Well, I wouldn't have expected anything to happen here. But I do like that little ditty. That was fun. I think I'll just read the student thing. And then leave it at that. What's this about then? Months of Aries. As Star Wars Day, it was merely a matter of time before the Watchmen discovered our folly. Right. I always suspected he knew of our excursions, but a man can only turn a deaf ear so long. Perhaps they will be gracious with us. The trips were merely an occasional diversion. Would they confiscate the key and tell good Master Lackmere? What do you mean? Where did they go? So this was a student's diary, right? They escaped at night, I guess. W Day. And what is SW Day? The good master was gracious. That's his first mistake. A week of shameful labor could be worse, much worse. I've heard that future transgressors will be made to wear the blue ring. It is sad that this ring will drive a man insane. Okay, well that is not that gracious then. NW Day. What the hell is that lore? It happened on this day that I beheld the darkest side of Lackmere. He appeared from nowhere and yelled at me as I went to clean the fireplace. I quickly forgot my chores as I said, let's check out the fireplace. Isn't it strange that a tower with no chimney should have a fireplace? I realized that was a dangerous thought. I could not help but think them as the moon. Oh. I realized that such thoughts were dangerous, but I could not help but think them as the moon rose over the third tower. And I dreamt of a grinning skull, wearing a ring of blue that cried out for its brothers of red and green. And in it, I saw the answers, and a voice told me that once you're through with one world, there's another waiting there. And then he learned his lesson. Not to go near chimneys. That was kind of an amusing book. I mean, that kind of escalated at the end. After the death of the great King Arond, the succession did not proceed well. With failing health and without an heir, the great king had the presence of mind to appoint a successor, Lord Ger of the Westland. This turned into a favorable decision by commoner and nobleman alike. Ger's leadership and courage, tempered with his upbringing and passion, blah blah blah. One family opposed the choice, the Dreslin family. The Dreslins. I mean, when your family name looks like Gremlin, you kind of have to be assholes. It's just how you're brandished. An illustrious family of old lineage that served as chief vassals for generations. So it is like the Malfoys or some shit. Supported by other conservatives who relied more on tradition than the welfare of the kingdom, the Dreslins mounted a political campaign against Harry Potter. Harry Potter is the new king of this world in this legend. More renowned as castle builders than as statesmen, the Dreslins' political gambit failed. In the end, the more extreme factions of the family planned to assassinate the newly crowned Ger. Their plan was thwarted. Ger, out of mercy, and because of his short tenure on the throne, decided to spare them. Another fucking mistake. They still retained that their lands were confiscated, they retained their duties. Bereft of power, they were still a proud family. And they're still here to cause trouble. Well, not really here, because that would mean too much work animating their models. But in spirit, they're causing trouble. And probably the ones behind all of those locked doors. Swallowing keys left and right. I don't want to stay in this room. I discern where the students might be. I also discern I don't want to stay in this room. Doing me evils. Without the mattresses. I'm gonna lurk on the other hallway. Where the music is nice. At least we got rid of the stupid statues. So we can carry more books. Oh, the dust accumulated on this table causes you to... How immersive. How's that? I mean, how often do you get to see the word sneeze in a game? I don't see it often. That was fun. That was really interesting. All right. BRB. All right, here we go. So I guess
because she gives you everyone the same treatment.
It's not like I'm shutting the fuck up, but it does mean I'm just taking my time to BRB sometimes and do it a bit more often.
Pisses me off
quiet,
again.
And I'm used to things being quiet here.
I didn't know that would piss me off.
But it means I can take it easy a little bit.
It's like
keep going
the default version of Liza Simpson.
New recording. Start a new recording here, guys. I look misaligned as fuck here. Let me start by saying that. Oh, right. So I have the viewers in the UI right now. And the only reason I have them there is because it was a little fucked up. A couple of things were fucked up. Not just the sound that I had to realign and recalibrate, rebalance, I should say, and digitally rewire, but also the follower goal thing, the little widget. I was gonna get rid of that because I met my goal of 200 followers. Why would I need more followers? It doesn't mean anything. But the problem was Twitch decided to fuck that button up. It has goal-specific buttons now. And they did something with the original one. There we go, properly aligned. They did something with the original all-in-one goal button that made the text sort of misaligned. Again, misaligned. Between the current amount of followers and the goal. So it was not on the same vertical alignment between two span elements, and I had to fix that and figure out how to get that done. And just because it was fucked up by Twitch, I refused to just disable that widget for good. I was not gonna let my widget get fucked up by Twitch and then disable it. So I'm now sticking with that widget. Now I fixed it, I spent time on it, I'm sticking with it. I was not gonna let Twitch decide what stuff I'm gonna disable, just because they fucked up a widget I've been using for years. So I fixed that with some CSS overrides. And that's the true story. And the full story. And that was another thing I fixed. And then another thing was the viewer button stopped working, and then when I try to reinstate it, it just looked fucked up. So that's another thing I wanted to fix. It's so crazy how things just break while I'm not watching and not doing anything with the streams. Mostly external things tend to do that. Hello, hello, hello. Test. Yeah, the sound looks good. Let's hope the game shows up. It doesn't see a need for the game to show up. But I do. It is the classic. It's one of the classic games. Guys, between this game and Terranigma, which have I spent more time playing on a stream? Because I started over in this game, in the 2D version. Oh, wait a sec. I can use a better cam frame here, huh? Because I have a 4:3 ratio cam that didn't quite line up with the Nintendo 64 emulator, but it does for this one. So let's do that. I actually feel like Marie Antoinette is not the best backdrop for this. Let's just use something normal. Marie Antoinette. That we just saw in the backdrop. You don't know what I'm talking about? You should have paid attention! Magical crab in the magical mushroom forest. We're just stabbing that in the eyes. In the face. Oh no! Oh no! We did just throw a claw at us. I see. I see what your game is, little crap. You're not that innocent. We're looking for... Flammy? I think we're looking for some mana beast worm. Did I pronounce that word? I never heard it pronounced. That kind of nerd language. Worm? I guess the word says worm, not worm. Why at him? I don't even know if that's what it is. It's some kind of mini dragon, right? Mini mana beast. And I think that is what I'm doing here. And we're also, as always, getting the sprite slaughtered. At least I can sit back a little bit, because there's no tiny pixel things to pick up from the floor. We're gonna play this for a bit. Maybe half an hour. We're gonna have a boss fight that you may recognize. This is not the F up and chill part, this is just the funky part. Which one should be healed? Should Wanky be healed? I don't think Wanky deserves healing at this page. I should probably level up the magic a little bit more. I'm always too lazy to do that. I should do that off stream though. Maybe not, I mean... It is a chill stream. Every stream is gonna be chill. I need to remind myself of that. Even if it's a little obnoxious that I keep saying this, I need to remind myself of that. Unless I'm tempted to tap into my vast creativity and energy. My big dick energy. Nobody's saying it anymore, is it? Are they? Well, anyway, my big dick energy shall not be tapped into. It will just be small dick energy. Hold on. No, it will be big dick energy, but not like, but just one dick. Instead of a whole party of them. Everything here annoys me and should just be demolished. Especially the parrot that gives birth to hedgehogs. I know you are doing that. I can see you. I know you're a different species. Guard Garuda. What is this? A Final Fantasy game? Oh wait, it was. In a way. Yeah, the Final Fantasy game that is not a Final Fantasy game. Complete with Garuda and Muggles and that sort of fun stuff. Watts the Dwarf, I think, is another one of those characters. Not a Cid, though, I think. Man, I'm actually using my MP a bit too much on random mobs. Even though there is a boss at the end. I probably shouldn't do that. Yes, I love equipping things specifically for traversal. Back to the bow. Unfortunately, Garuda died in child labor like Padme. From a broken heart. A broken kokoro.
It was just too much. Watching its hedgehog spawn, getting slaughtered in front of its eyes. And also the literal stab to its heart was too much. I should not be wasting MP before boss fights. I should not be wasting MP just because it's fun to use spells compared to waiting and stabbing parrots. That should not have done 4 damage. What the fuck? What am I doing 4 damage against? Or is that just the UI not showing proper damage? Can I throw spares? No, that's Secret of Evermore. Another title I actually don't want to play on the stream. Fuck that. No, there is being a little bit gruff, and then there's being straight up frustrated. There's no amount of chill that can save my sanity during Secret of Evermore. Okay, you use that whip, you sexy boy. Jesus. Wait. Don't act like the whip is the strongest weapon you can fucking use. That's no way. Are you telling me the whip does more damage? How? The spear is supposed to be one of the strongest. I mean, after the axe. You know what? Fine. If that's the case... I didn't know it was upgraded that far. Even the Sahagin, the Sahagin, whatever. Those are all also like beast tribe things in 14. But is she gonna use that skill? I don't trust all the charging up that they do. Like, it takes too long and it gives them too much of an opening to get hit by enemies. Is there gonna be a Neko? Is the cat's name literally Neko? I forgot. I think it is in the original. But this is a retranslation. So maybe they were less faithful to that and just called him Cat. Cat the cat. Mayor the mayor. Stop being fertile, come on. Parrot is having more kids than Prisha. How many popes had to die for those hedgehogs? How many Aussies and popes had to be reincarnated? Gimme. Candy. A Choco Chomp. Okay, that sounds like something that will bite your fucking head off. I'm just saving my MP. I just find that comforting to do. Can you not pretend you didn't get hit? You were not right in my trajectory of attack? Now we're fighting its stooges again. Because this thing does not know how to die. Alright, turns out he did. I stand corrected. It also knows how to respawn or duplicate itself, I guess. Look at how pain he looks when he's screeching. Ah! Reminds me that my friend had like my former friend, I should say, because I really hate that person. What she became.
But a long time ago it was, right? People change. I guess maybe it's wrong of me to feel that way. Or to... I mean, it's not wrong for me to feel a certain way, but I would not feel the same about it had it happened now. People change. It's been a long ass time. But she had her brother, half brother, had a Digimon plushie of Agumon, some fucking parrot Pokemon, Digi Pokemon, and I hated that thing. It had cheeks. It had cheeks, so we called it Cheekmon. Wangetjesmon. Yep. I wish I could have spared you that translation, but I feel like it's essential to the lore, to understanding it. Alright, I'm sick of the parrots. We cannot just jump across. Alright. Do we need to press a switch somewhere? Is this a matter of using the X? I'm not here for the labyrinthine fun. I'm not here for the Secrets of Evermore style nonsense. Oh, this isn't going anywhere. Okay, I've had my fun with these people. I've had my fun with the parrots. Most parrots repeat after you, but these parrots repeat themselves over and over and over. Give me my whip back. I'm confused. Fuckboy's confused. Are we still in the fuckboy arc? That's been a bit done now to death. I guess it's just gonna be 2024 January forever now. The era of fuckboy will never end. I love charging up and then having a good chance to miss that hit. That's another one of those things. Just because you charge up an attack and it's more powerful doesn't mean that you have a chance of hitting it, a higher chance of hitting an enemy, I think. Maybe I'm making it up. Maybe you do. But it would be fucking irritating if you still missed it. Let's see, let's try that. At least this time it was fine. Sure. Fuck me over while I was just making a save state, why don't you? Is this something we can work with? The skull? Did a halfling drown here? Boss fight maybe? Not yet. For all I know, actually we're heading back to the entrance. Have I been keeping track? Has anyone? These things shouldn't have so much HP for things that just get... Oh. Which one analyzes again? You. So we gotta waste some MP on this garbage orb. Gnome. Alright. Suits me fine. I'm sure it's offensive magic, like it's usually. I want to bet it's the expensive one of 3 MP and not the one of 2 MP. It was. See, that would have cost me 5 MP if I try to be stingy with it. I know better than that. Let me get some water. I'm sure this would be a great game experience if I sat here for 3 or 4 hours at a time and really try to finish this game. So we get to see more than one dungeon at a time. Unfortunately, it's just me filling up some air because I felt like we needed a little bit of a colorful breather after Shadowgate 64. Don't expect too much from it, please. That said, we still have to kill a boss and rescue the little worm. I prefer the owls that do not over the parrots. I don't know why there's so many birds in the cave, but sure. So what have we unlocked that is now so different? Is it here? Or is it here? For all I know, this is exactly where we need to go. But it probably is not. For all I know, it's where I need to go. But it probably is not. You'd think it were over there. I don't know what changed. I don't know what changed. Do you know what changed? Who can tell? I wish what changed was my attack power, because I'm tired of slamming these parrots in the face. These Digimon. These Digimon plushies. Cheekmons. Looks like a big cheek. Look at them, they got big cheeks, it's them. The fuck are you thinking? Since when can they do that? Since when do they do that? Is this just something they randomly do now? Oh, I was gonna heal the sprite. Yeah, don't think of doing that again. As always, I'm leveling like crazy just by getting lost. Fine. Be that way. Be that way. Okay, but this should have closed this gap. And I just feel like we shouldn't be going there. I just feel like we shouldn't be going there. Should we? Wait a second. Let's go down. Let's say that we should go down. Oh, we already did that. Oh. Never mind. So what changed? Other than that everything respawns endlessly. I should have kept track better instead of yapping, but... God. At least it's not Secret of Evermore. Hold on. Hold on, little warrior fuckboy. What is your level with the whip? Oh, that's why he barely charges it. I see. Now he can charge it higher, I think. I feel offended that that gap did not close. No. No, that doesn't seem right. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No. Go away. No Bob Saget for you. I thought this was where we found the switch. But maybe there's also a switch too. I mean, literally. Confusion from the owls plus parrots plus hedgehogs is just not fun. It's not fun. Stop it. I'm trying to find my way around. No. I'm already confused. Really, there's no need to try harder. I was reluctant to get through this, wasn't I? This rubble. Yeah, I've had enough. I've seen enough, I've had enough. This is the guy that like uses the Moogle thing to transform, or the M-word hammer, I think. Or was that me? Was I using the hammer that shrinks the party members? Oh no, they're all getting fucking ass. Oh, why are they so bad at just staying out of, you know, the line of attack? It's like they stand right in front of him constantly. This is just one of those bosses where you feel like you might as well just solo it. Because the other ones have a way of just constantly getting hit. And dying really fast. Okay, maybe it's safer to actually have them around. Just in case. Just in case these fucking spells randomly kill me. And I need a healer. Oh, so we're gonna do that too. Randomly hit, randomly do that, okay. I didn't get the hammer. I guess I should have just instantly killed him with magic. I'm not trying to be clever and use weapons and shit. Hold on. Cup. Is he back alive? Is he back alive? So the cup does revive with complete HP. Okay, so I'm not sure what works on him, but I'm just gonna try everything. This gives me that annoying fight in Terranigma against the Centipede. It just crawls around and wiggles around and does a fuck ton of damage, and it's hard to hit it. Hard to get a hit in. But without the poison. I have no idea how this thing can keep hitting. I couldn't even pay attention to how much damage it was doing, so I still don't know. I'm trying to see how much damage the spell does. I don't know. There's no battle log or anything. It's not exactly an MMO, is it? And then when I started playing MMO, I was like, oh, but this is so much information. It's so confusing. Yeah, I'm already dead. Forget it. Oh, no. I cheated death. Is he out of MP, or is there just no enemy? Is there also no way to recover from this fucking status impairment? Fucking irritating. Okay, crush it. I don't know if that was effective. We cannot tell. He's already gone. I do know we're just gonna hit him with more spells. Eventually we'll figure it out. What he's weak against. Let's try freezing him next. We don't know. Did that even do anything? Other than glitch out? Because I didn't see him do anything. I guess he crawled out of the area of attack. That shouldn't be a thing. I think this is respectable damage. Let's keep doing it. More than damage than I can get in. Oh, I'm almost at 30 minutes. That's perfect. That's exactly the amount of time I want to spend on this. Okay, you do your... You make it rain a little bit. Throw some water on me. Sprinkle it. Use stun lock. That bitch. Is it exploding already? Wait. Didn't it do much more damage before? Now it was 17? Or did I just get confused because I mixed up an attack with a weapon? Because again, I don't know how much damage it does unless I'm seeing it directly hit him. That was, see, that's good damage, see? So I guess that was a weapon hit. And that's it. I think it's over. No, it's not over. That was just the level up from the skill. So we were leveling up from killing the thing. Yeah, more walnuts. I'm not even kidding. This is just how we're gonna do these boss fights from now on. Everyone is just now a tiny little shit, and we don't have a way to remedy that? Maybe we do, I don't know if this works. It does fix the status. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was a matter of using the, what's it called? The mallet. The tiny person mallet. For sure. Let's just go back there. Let's do that again. As if it wasn't enough a matter of just standing around and waiting for it to spawn and then throw some lightning at it. Why am I actually not using a weapon? I saw her use a weapon. Oh, because only fuckboy's tiny. Fucking hell. Typical. I really should have gotten that mallet. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Just with this wriggling? I've just perfectly had enough. Really? Another cup of wishes we have to blaze through? Okay. Throw more shit at him. Not you, the other one. The other loser. I do like the hair color, actually. I like the hair color. That looks like it's exploding properly. Why was it there? Who was it? Why did it fuck us over constantly? We'll never know. But we did get to the den, and now we can hopefully remember what part of the plot we were on. Because I actually don't. I need to be reminded. I need to be reminded. This is the legendary white dragon? Looks like a complete wuss. Looks like some fucking ooh-woo. No. It's like just a cute fursona. His parents must have been beaten by that serpent. He's not even big enough to carry me, let alone all three of us. I think I could carry that little shit. But he won't survive if we leave him here alone. He's only a helpless baby. Oh, don't act like you have feelings. He looks way too big for us to carry. Let's ask Truffle for his advice on this. The mushroom. Yes, he'll only slow you down, so I'll raise him here myself. King Truffle, what if he gets hungry for mushrooms? AKA, what if he gets carnivorous to them? But, you know, it's actually a good thing if he would eat meat instead of mushrooms. Quiet, you. Oh! You, with your silly awareness of the food chain and how low we are placed in that. You three get going. I'll take care of him as though he were my own son. With an appetite for mushrooms. How do you like the flame Nemi? I love the flame Nemi. Because that's the name it's gonna get, right? You're so polite. You'd agree with me whether you like the name or not. But you keep So let's call him Flemmy and be done with it, shall we? Is that how it normally goes? If I say no, he interrupts it? Is Fuckboy scowling? Didn't get to say in this. Look at him! Is this the back of his head? Is this like a Voldemort face on the back of his head, or is he scowling? Got a big shadow on his face, so he's doing blackface, who knows? Fuckboy's cancelled, man. You find a fire temple somewhere within the vast desert of Kakara. No, it's in on Gerudo Mountain. Gerudo Mountain, yes. I know my Zelda lore. Gerudo Mountain. Yeah. Alright, you forged my shit. I keep seeing the skull as the face on this character. I cannot help it. I guess that's the point, isn't it? It's an intimidation tactic. No. I wish you could make my spear manlier and stronger and longer. The king's inside of whomst? Inside of Flemmy's stomach. Lovely noise. Flemmy is doing fine. We're leveling him up like it's the Pokemon daycare. Let's see one up close. Animals that appear remarkably similar to mana beasts still live in our world. Sometimes you can see them flying through. That's the one over there! Not just through our woods. Mana beast took on a mana fortress ages ago. Yeah. Yep. No, stop. Already said it. Admittedly, the first time I reread it. The third time, that wasn't intentional. He was desperate. That's no excuse. That's no excuse for poor behavior. The vile serpent you defeated ate our last monarch, King Trifle. Thankfully, dragons are nothing like serpents, are they? Mana beasts. Definitely not. I mean, the fucking snake ate a mushroom, who cares? But worse, it kept shrinking my party, which is an offense. Because I hate little shits. I've seen them bigger. This one might be a runt. Might be. Downplaying my achievement of saving him that it's not big enough for you. Fuck off. Let's have a nap without dialogue interrupting us, unlike in the 3D game. Frankly, I do like those little dialogues because it made me hate the characters more. Gave me more reason to shade them. But maybe the less fuckboy talks, the better. Same for Girl Boss, honestly. How much did we level up from that, actually? We were 16 before. Are we level 17 now? Let me see. 18. So, okay. 2 levels from just that. Running around and... I guess electrocuting a snake. Alright, guys. This has been pretty good. If I'm to believe Fuzzy in the top left corner. And look, isn't it just beautiful that we return to this game as a return game? With the beautiful Fuzzy looking over us and over you. So he's watching over you as a number, as a statistic, like Stalin would say. 1 viewer is a joy, 2 viewers is a statistic. But yeah, she's checking out my statistics. But really, I guess it's kind of a staple game. I did play it a lot because I end up being very slow and chopping it up in a lot of parts. Hello there. We aren't equipped to fight monsters. I can't imagine why we have an armor shot. Guys, has anyone heard of the phrasing chopped shite? I cannot get that phrasing out of my head. I saw it once and I never forgot it. I'm never gonna let go of that. Chopped shite. This is Fung Castle. It's almost, again, a premonition because my stream is the funk stream. 1 letter of difference. Fuck up and chill, feed up and chill. You pick your mushroom poison. Not leaving yet, I hope. I am! We're going to Kara. I assume. Did we find any cool equipment? Sorry, that's part of the deal. We need to equip shit. Notice. We did not get anything new. I think I upgraded all my gear the moment I arrived. If not, oh, we'll do it somewhere else. We say matango. Like we say salame. It means hello. And that's how we do it. We go into the light and say matango. That's not what it said. Alright, more parrots. There's a little goodbye. More parrots arrived. Wait a second. There's no shortcut. Alright. That would have been nice though. In a shortcut, but just for this specific one time. Really, would it have been helpful or just cool? If we unlocked the shortcut to the throne room, for instance. I mean, you know we're gonna be back. Gotta pick up the dragon once he's leveled up properly. Maybe laid some eggs. Slap me 50. I will fucking slap you, alright? Right. Only at that stage of the game, actually. We did the Ice Country in the 3D version, and we did most of the desert, or all of it. I don't recall. I think we actually need to do the ice section first. Well, we need to do them both anyway. And then we're joining the rebellion against the Empire. Honestly, today is just a Star Wars themed gaming session. Played Shadowgate 64. Where we learned to master... I don't know. Did we learn to master Force in that? I think we did. We Force jumped up the ceiling. Managed to make a wooden horse.
giggle out of the forest. I really hope that was the forest. Fap. Ick. Covered with sand. I hate sand. See that? Another Star Wars reference. I hate sand. What a barren place. Apparently that was a different character speaking. But the dialogue box did not give a shit about girl boss rights. Did not give her own dialogue box. She's just an extension of the fucking sprite now. Let's find a town before we shrivel up. Wouldn't that be good? Wouldn't that be too nice? Too good to be true. We will just shrivel up and die here. Look at how many clouds there are. I must have said this before, but the clouds are pretty nice in a desert. It's not always that you get so much shadow. More critters. More hedgehogs. The hedgehogs are just very adaptive, I guess. They are omnivores after all. They don't eat anything. Cacti, scorpions, parrots. Yes, their own parents. The parrot parent that they came out of. Even though they get born here without that cycle. There's no one to birth them. There's no Trisha Parrot to birth these hedgehogs. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at this. This has been a tremendous privilege to return and stream to a marveling audience of about 2 people on average, I think. And I'm glad that people still want to listen, tune in. I would say this has been a success. Really, how else can you call it when it's, you get an audience? You get an audience going. And what else? I did not really get angry. Not really. This was me at my happiest. So there we go. Had fun. I feel like we learned a lot about halflings in their many weaknesses and how they should be exterminated. And there was a snack somewhere. I forgot. I also remembered I am a thought to these boobas out. Guys, thanks for chilling. Thanks for hanging. I will probably upload these segments for Secret of Mana and Shadowgate separately without the BRB stuff. I don't think I'll do the full stream this time because there was a lot of me being not here. And on that note, let's just oof and have a wonderful night. Come and sleep between my boobas, my sons. I'm between my boobas. Let me see if I can make that happen. Actually, I'm running out of space. Enjoy. Happy motorboating. Ciao.